pretty positive, dude. Sometimes I'm so positive that people want to puke. And I can't blame them. You know, nobody wants to be around somebody who's relentlessly cheerful. At least most people don't. I don't think even I do. At the same time, there are some things that really piss me off. For instance, people who use superfluous plurals. They just be adding S's left and right. Doesn't matter what they be saying. Stuff like materials, monies, fruits. You don't need S's on those words. They're already amorphous. When you say material, you're referring to every kind of material there is in the context of what you're saying. Like, well, I want to have some building material. You don't have to say materials. You don't need the frickin' S. Okay, I need building material, and that includes windows, screens, 2x4s, plywood, nails. It's all that stuff. You don't need an S. Monies? Oh, when you hear somebody say monies, odds are good that person is a public official, or perhaps someone in the education field, like principals, school superintendents, school board members. Oh, how they love to say monies. I think they believe that makes them sound more important. It's like, the common people say money. I am an educator, therefore I say monies. Now, where are we going to get these monies? Well, from taxes and state aid. No. Damn it. You get money. Money can come from different places. When you say monies, unless you're talking about currency, different kinds of currency, you're just wrong. You're just demonstrating that, you're ignorant and probably a pompous ass besides. So, all right, enough with monies. Fruits. Vegetables, yeah, it doesn't make sense, but vegetables, the S is okay. Fruits, the S is totally not okay. Why this is, I'm not sure. I haven't thought it through. But when you say fruits, it just is so frickin' grating. Okay, now, I want to have some fruit. That can be bananas, apples, pears, strawberries. I don't know if strawberries are actually fruit. Doesn't matter. Semantics. But you don't need an S on fruit. I can't think of any circumstance where you need an S on fruit. So, please, try not to piss me off. Just don't add S's where you don't need them, okay? Drivers, oh Lord. Driving today reminded me of some of the drivers that drive me wild. Two of the worst. One, people who speed up when you start to pass them. This dude will be going, 40 miles an hour when there's a curve. Then there's a straightaway and a passing zone. And I start to come around and pass him. Dude floors it. He frickin' floors it. It's like, oh, well, if you're going to pass me, you're going to have to go really fast, because even though I go slow on the curves, I want to go, I don't want you in front of me. That's basically it. I just don't want you in front of me, because I'm really competitive. So when they do that, I think most people don't realize that they are committing a violation, and a cop can give them a ticket for that. It's called failure to yield to an overtaking vehicle. And it's very dangerous. You're speeding up, the guy's on in the passing lane on the left, and there's oncoming traffic. You screw around like that, you can cause an accident. You can get your own frickin' self killed, along with other people. Parking lights? When it's raining, the law says you got to use headlights, not parking lights. I see parking lights coming. I think dude's parked. okay? If you need lights, use headlights. I don't know. What are you saving? You think you're saving gas? You might save like 1 ounce of gas by using parking lights instead of headlights. If you drove 10,000 miles, you might save 1 ounce of gas. We aren't that desperate for energy yet. Tailgaters. Sometimes I'll be driving along, like this 55-mile zone, I'll be driving 60, and this idiot will come up hard on my ass. And it's not even that he necessarily wants to pass me, because we come up to a passing zone, and he doesn't pass me. No, he just stays on my ass. It's very dangerous. And you do that to me, I'm going to brake. I'm especially going to brake when it's not a passing zone. Just to teach you a lesson. You think you're going to go faster by hanging on my butt? No, dude. You're going to go slower. I'll see to that. Well. You know, there are a lot of people who do things driving that are really annoying. And I'm no perfect Pete over here. I'm sure I do things too. I do work at it though. I mean, I try not to be too impatient and rude and stuff. But now, there are drivers I really like. Italian drivers, they rock. In Italy, you don't need a passing zone. You want to pass some dude? Just do it. You don't need 2 lanes. I mean, you got 2 lanes. You don't need 3, and you don't need a passing zone. Guys in front of you, you want to pass him? Go around. There's a car coming on toward you? No problem. They just part like you're Moses, and that's the Red Sea. That is so... it's mind-boggling. It's so simple and courteous and efficient. You try that in the U.S., people will freak. They will just freak. Oh, well. I love driving in Italy. I don't really care for Italian drivers when I'm a pedestrian, trying to cross the street in Rome, like at the Colosseum. The way, at least the last time I tried it, the way you need to do it is, say you're on this Colosseum's across the street, and there's like this 6 lanes of traffic going. You gotta just walk. You can't look at the cars. You look at the cars, they figure you're watching out for them. No, they gotta understand that they have to watch out for you, and to do that, you gotta not look at them. So, other than that, packaging. People who put things in plastic, hermetically sealed, nuclear war-proof packages. I would love to get my hands around their throats. You know, you gotta take these. You gotta try to get the dang things in there. Some of them are so thick you can't cut them with this. You can like try to stab them. I got a jackknife, and that's dangerous because it's so hard. You can jam your finger with a knife. Crazy freaking world. Some people who were kind of impatient can be quite entertaining though. Like, well, my distant cousin here. I don't know, this is apocryphal probably, but I understand once somebody, one of his underlings said something like, I don't know, but he bent over backwards so he wouldn't leave a preposition at the end of a sentence, like, well, anyway, in response, Churchill said something like, stilted language is one thing up with which I will not put. Anyway, he and I, we used to look a lot more alike before I lost all this weight. I lost like 150 pounds. Here's a picture of me before I lost all that weight. And you can see we looked, well, yeah, we don't look so much alike now. But I used to. This used to be me, essentially. I was 150 pounds ago. And I got 100 more to come off. And when that happens, dang, I'm going to be skinny? Wow. Anyway, goodbye.